and welcome to E-News. I'm Paul Trumlin here with Shelby Sneed, and today we have a new segment for you filled with mission celebrations, upcoming events. We're going to dive into our new Word of the Month and then also go into an Insider Plus story with Hayleigh Juenger as our special guest today. So super excited for today's segment. Let's go ahead and kick it off with mission celebrations.
Alrighty, so we just always want to celebrate that our teams are continuing getting into the annex and doing their network training. Our elite teams have gotten started with that, and our youth teams will be starting their network training very soon. Also, our softball and baseball teams have really started to dive heavy into their softball tournament schedules, so we are really excited to see how all of our teams do throughout the rest of the fall. And then lastly, last week we had our second FCA huddle, and we had over 30 athletes participate in that. That was led by speaker Eddie Sutton. All of our athletes have had a really good time at the past two, and we're looking forward to the next one coming up.
The next one's going to be awesome because it's going to have a bonfire attached to it, which we'll talk about in our upcoming events. And so let's go ahead and let's move to upcoming events. Upcoming event number one is going to be, in fact, the FCA bonfire event. It's going to be super awesome, being outside, being able to fellowship with each other, do it around a fire. There's nothing better than being around a fire, fellowshipping, and also diving into faith topics.
Bring your marshmallows.
Make sure, good s'mores. S'mores, right? If you want to go ahead and get your athletes signed up for that, or if you are an athlete and you want to sign up for that, go ahead and follow the link down below. Get signed up. The next event we're going to talk about is the virtual 2K 5K, which begins this upcoming week, I believe on Monday. And so Shelby, is there any news or any details you want to share on that at all?
I mean, it's super easy. There is no reason why you shouldn't be having everybody and all of your friends and family participate in that. Just get anybody to sign up. They can run or walk whenever, wherever they would like, all during next week. Any person that signs up to support you, you get money for your player fees for that. So that's a great opportunity to help yourself out as an athlete. And then also, if you have a friend or family member who owns a business or is part of a business, they can become a sponsor for our event, and then you will also get credit for that as well. So our sponsors get some really awesome perks, so make sure that you go and sign up for that on our Eventbrite page too, and learn more about that as well.
So the last thing is going to be Team Community Service Days. So this month we're going to actually have a couple of them, and for those days your head coach will be the one to have that information if your team is involved. So we're super excited about being able to connect with the community of Collinsville. Now let's go ahead and let's dive into our word of the month, which is in fact fellowship.
So if you guys want to get involved with fellowship, a couple of ideas that you can do with your family is to meet up with another family or a group of friends and go have a good time at dinner outside, or even join a small group at church, even if that has to be virtual right now. Some things that you can do with your team is to have that socially distanced bonfire. Have a nice team bonding event. Come to the FCA bonfire.
Come to the FCA bonfire.
Or even start a team Bible study or devotional time. You know, anything like that, just to kind of get all of your teammates together, especially starting that new season. Not everybody might know each other very well, so it's a really great way for you guys to all get involved with each other. For any more ideas or resources on how to have great fellowship, you can visit our website at extremepride.org and visit the 3D Tools tab.
So now we're going to go ahead and dive into the Insider Plus story. Our own Jill Niehaus is going to be with Hayleigh Juenger. She's going to sit down and talk about faith and fellowship and more. Here we go.
Thanks for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Could you tell the audience just a little bit about yourself? Just introduce yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Hayleigh Juenger. I am currently a freshman at Brown, kind of. I graduated last year from O'Fallon Township High School in Illinois. I played with the Extreme from my first year of 12U all the way through 18U. So long time, and then I'm coaching now currently with the 14U team with the one and only Jill Niehaus.
I'm so thankful to have you. So you played with Extreme for a long time. Did any of those experiences kind of impact the decision to come back and coach?
Just throughout my years, I had so many different coaches, so many trainers, so many fans, you know, like the whole aspect. And it was like they were all just pouring into me and investing in me, both as a person and as an athlete. I would not be who I am today as a person, as an athlete, the whole shebang, if it weren't for the Extreme. And so coming, like after I graduated, I was like, I definitely want to come back and coach. Now, I didn't think I would be coaching so soon. I literally just finished playing like mid-July, and then like middle of August, we were like, okay, let's coach. So I didn't think I would be coaching that soon, but I definitely knew that I wanted to come back and coach at some point.
You said you didn't think you'd coach so soon. I feel like your current situation has a little bit of a role in that. If you could just describe your current situation.
Basically what happened was Brown decided freshmen weren't coming until January, and at first that was a major like bummer, you know. It was like, add that to the list of reasons 2020 has been the worst year yet, you know. It was really disappointing. You know, I was looking forward to it as something that I had really prepared for and I felt ready to go, and then they were like, nope, not happening. And so I was like, well, dang, you know, kind of bummed. But it has turned into be one of the biggest blessings in disguise, honestly. All of the different opportunities, from coaching to serving at my church to all the friendships that have come from it. I mean, me and you have been able to grow so much closer. And
thank God.
So, yes, it turned from something that I was like super heartbroken over into something that I'm honestly grateful for. Like, I'm in this season for a reason, and God has a plan through it, and so it's just been amazing.
Could you speak on fellowship a little bit and how Extreme, through this current situation, has been able to offer you fellowship?
I would say I'll start with like as a player. I think that one of the biggest things that Extreme offers is that family aspect. You know, like, yes, you're on the same team, yes, you're competing together, but you're growing together as people, and you are walking through life together and learning how to navigate the tough things, and you celebrate together. And so it's just like this big family, and that aspect of it was the reason I stayed for so long. Whenever I first started, like, Extreme was just the organization to play for, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to know why. Like, why is everyone so hyped about Extreme? And so I started, and then I was like, this is why, because it's absolutely amazing. Like, you just feel like a family. It's so, so awesome. As a coach now, I just think that I'm kind of seeing things from another like perspective, getting to interact with all of the trainers and coaches that coached me, but now as a fellow coach, which is so crazy. It's so surreal, you know? I just feel like all the people that poured into me, now I'm like getting to stand alongside them and pour into other girls. And that's a whole nother aspect of fellowship that I didn't even know I needed. And then also FCA starting with Extreme has been amazing. That's just another opportunity for the players and the coaches to come and fellowship together.
The fun begins. Rapid fire.
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
I think so.
You're ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Favorite song?
Favorite song. Better When I'm Dancing by Megan Trainor.
Favorite hobby?
Anything creative and like artistic, like, I don't know.
Like a YouTube channel?
I was thinking more of like painting and, you know, that sort of thing, but yes.
You do have a YouTube channel. Okay. Go-to coffee order?
Cold brew with sweet cream and white mocha.
Favorite book?
You Are Enough by Mandy Hale, I believe is who wrote it.
Awesome.
Amazing book.
Awesome.
So good.
Awesome. Okay, future plans in college?
Oh, so right now I'm currently planning on studying health and human biology on a pre-med track to become a pediatrician.
Thank you so much for being on the show today and just taking time to talk with us.
Thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure.
So that's an awesome story. Hayleigh is such a special young lady. We're so blessed to have her back in our organization as a coach. So now for some final reminders. Shelby, take it.
Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go follow us on all of our social media. There's still some people that have not registered their athletes, so make sure that you go on and do that if that is you. And then, as always, please remember to win it right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're done. We're out of here.